Greetings, Fix-It employees. It is Thursday afternoon, and last night I had an idea. And that idea involves building out my modular engines and heavy metal frames. Heavy metal frames, I love it. Wait, is it heavy metal frames? I guess so. HMFs, I just call them HMFs. Anyways, I think we're gonna do it in the Blue Crater. I think you can see this playthrough, I'm not doing the bus style as much. I'm trying to build sort of modular factories. But there's a problem, okay? There's a problem. So for, here's the good thing. If we look at the map, there's a shit ton of iron around. We got 3 normal nodes right here, 1 pure, and 4 normals up here. Yep. Okay? But what isn't there much of? There's not a lot of copper. So for instance, I mean, this is an impure. There's a pure one over here, but it's a little far from everything. So what can we do about that? So we're using, we've been tending to use, so for let's look at a modular frames, modular engines. So this needs smart plating, rubber, and motors. So we got the rubber here, obviously. So we need rips and rotors here. We can make all of those with iron. Here we need motors and stators. We can make those with iron pipes and wire, right? But there's not a ton of wire around here. There's not a ton of copper around here. But I was thinking about some of the recipes that we got recently that we've been sort of just saving in our hard drive library. And one of them got me a little interested. Caterium wire. All right. So if we look, there is a Caterium node. I think it's sort of like right up here, right by those iron nodes, right? Yeah, it's right by those iron nodes over there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to build out motors, and the reason we need lots of wire is because we've got this nice stitched iron plate. This is a very good recipe, very efficient. And then we've got the steel rotor, right? We've got the stator, which already uses that. And then we picked up iron pipes as well. So with all that iron, we can make iron pipes. Now, there is a ton of coal around here. And along with that iron, right, that's kind of over here, we could build some steel out. In fact, there's quite a bit of coal around here, which maybe makes me think maybe we should do that. But I want to head over to those iron nodes over here and try it that way. We'll use iron pipes. Again, this is just for, you know, the space elevator parts. So yeah, I think we're gonna do it this way and give it a shot and see how that works. Let's head over to that Caterium node and start from there. That cave looks like there's something good inside of it. All right. So, where is that Caterium? Up here. Caterium normal and copper normal. Okay, well, I guess there's a copper node over here. I did not even realize that. All right, well, maybe we don't have to do this. Well, whatever. gonna just give ourselves a little base of operations here so we can start organizing stuff. I definitely don't like that this tree is right here. And then I was sort of thinking, you know, I know some people have done this, but you could actually just start your playthrough in the blue crater. I think the main reason I personally wouldn't do that is because it's just gonna be there's a lot of alphas around, and it's gonna be hard to fight with the starter weapon. All right, so let's do this. Probably missing, yeah, some portable miners, of course. I'm gonna need a bunch of these, so I'm just gonna make a bunch. And yeah, over here we have everything we need for heavy modular frames. Oh, I call them heavy metal frames. That's heavy modular frames. So we might build some of those over here. You know, I'm not too interested in doing like the bus style playthrough this time. Obviously, that's what my last playthrough was. I don't know. I suspect that the bus is faster, but I really don't know, honestly. But this time I definitely want to do the more modular playthrough. So that's kind of why I put 40-ish hours. Like I'm not sure if it's gonna totally work. All right, let's jack this up. Let's just see how this recipe works. I have never used this recipe before. Did we grab it? I forget. No, here we go. So we'll. All right. So let's see how many we got. We got 300 coming out. Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to give us wire for days. So we need 10 of these guys. I am really dropping the ball on blueprints, I know. I think blueprints would definitely be worth it since I'm definitely building a little bit bigger on this playthrough. Especially without having the hover pack. Oh, you know what? I did not need this many because it wants 45 per minute. So you know what we'll do? This will be for the copper behind it. Because he will want that much. Let's see here. What we need to do though is get rid of all this this ore that we collected. Just flushing this out. know what? I think we are going to make a blueprint because I do need to build out a lot of smelting situations. This is going to take too long. So let's build a blueprint while we're doing this. Just put these in here. All right, so blueprint designer, go.
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Okay, so we're gonna do just a simple smelter setup. We're gonna do 10 smelters because we're dealing with mostly normal modes that we're sharding up, right? So the way I like to do a smelter setup is I put one input in the middle, and that's gonna merge everything together. And we're just gonna do everything on one level. I know that there's cool ways to do it on more levels, but again, my aim is mostly just making something that works, not making something that's necessarily beautiful. All right, then that's gonna go in there. Okay. Then this, take to here, pop it over here. Oh, what happened there? Let's do it like this. Is that about the same place? And then this is gonna go all the way around into here. What? Really? Seems like it works okay. And it looks like we're offset by it a little bit, which kind of annoys me, actually. It actually really annoys me. But fuck it. We don't got time for this. All right. Now, when I have more free time, like later in the playthrough, I will start making some prettier blueprints. I kind of wasn't intending to do blueprints until I got to Mark II, but it's fine. All right, so then what I like to do is I actually like to paste all the things in and then just make a different setup for each thing that I'm making. So this will be the iron one, and we'll call this iron smell 300, right? That's all it's doing. Get to the icon, that, and then I like to kind of set the color to sort of look like the material I'm smelting. And then one last thing that I like to do that's kind of easy is I just like to go to the customizer and, you know, paint it sort of like the color of that I'm using. So this should be really easy to look at and go, okay, this is clearly an iron. All right, and then let's get our other splitters in here. Oh, you fucking thing. Are you kidding me? So, since we're a little offset, we have to kind of do some finagling here, but at least it's going to work. This might be a little tricky. All right. And then what we need to remember is where the input is. So you can leave a little thing out there like that, or you can go to organization and you could just put a little sign somewhere. Iron, that's good. Again, I like more of a dark. And then, so when we see this iron, yeah, we'll go, okay, this is where the iron goes in. So, save the blueprint. Cool. And then, let's switch this to copper. Parts and that. Okay. And then we're going to just change all of these to, we're not going to do one for Caterium because Caterium, obviously there's not nearly as much laying around. And the cool thing is this can obviously be put on a pure node as well. And it's going to do 240. So this is for copper. So then let's then change the color to something a little more copper-like. Yeah, like a little green and orange. Right? I'll just try to get most of it. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so this is going to be called Copper Smelt 300. And then the only thing we really want to do here is kind of change the color to maybe more of a copperish color. Awesome. All right, so now let's get rid of this. Oh yeah, gotta clear it out first. Okay. Let's go take this over to, here's our iron nodes, right? I'm not sure we can fit all of them on here. We'll give it a shot. Okay. Let's make everything nice and... Alright, so then we go to blueprints, we find our iron smelter, and then we find the right direction, right? So we're basically looking for our little sign. It's not here. It's here. Hard to see, but that's where it is. Okay, and one thing you can do is when you're trying to get all these things into position, hit H, all right? And then you can kind of nudge it to where you want it to be. So I'm flying and I'm still just kind of moving it around, yeah? So we'll go down over to, like that. And then we're gonna have that go straight up into it.
Building in blueprint mode can further optimize your construction process with snapping and quick dismantling options. Build modes are not just there to make your work easier, they compensate for inevitable human error. Fix-It understands humanity like no other, and humanity needs you to be efficient and productive at all times.
Okay. I didn't give myself a little platform to work on here, so I can see a little bit better. So, let's get another one of those blueprints. And that's not the right way. That is. So now, we can kind of nudge it back. Ah, too far. And then get everything nice and lined up, right? Okay. And let's just pull this over here. And once again, blueprint, iron. No, that's not right. That's not it. That's it. It's kind of hard to see the little sign. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, here we go. Ah, I see. I'm up too far. Is that it? Are we on the line? Oh, we're not quite on the line with this one. We are on the line with this one. Are we? No, we're not. Or... Can you tell I don't use blueprints very often? Okay. That looks good. So that's on the line. And that's on... Wait, is it over the line? Over the line! I think this is fine. This one we need to... One more up. Ah, there's the bow. Okay. And we'll do one more. All right. Cool. So now, all we need to do is figure out why this isn't working. And then let's pull some power over here. Alright, cool. Now let's build everything up and see if it works. Normal, normal, normal. Alright, first off, let's figure out who's shooting at us. It's very dark, I can't. Okay. We can kind of see how we're straight on here. So let's do production. All right, then what I'm going to do is just pull lifts down from all of this. And let's get rid of all this stuff. What? Well, unfortunately, we do need industrial beams for this to work. So we have to go back and get some. We're pretty committed on the tier 4 belts right now, but we can at least see if this one's working. Okay, should be going up to 120. I'm sorry, 300. Yep. And let's take a look. How's our power doing? Something's still a little off with our turbo fuel, but we have enough power for now. Okay. Alright, and then out of here, we've got all these beautiful little iron ingots. And we're going to have 1,200 to play with. So, as a matter of fact, you know what? I know that some of these are just going to get turned into iron pipes. So, let's do that. That's a really easy one to do. There's one reason I like iron pipes is because they're just so goddamn easy to make. They're not the most efficient things in the world, but... iron pipe, 100 per minute, 100 per minute, 100 per minute, and we're making 300. Does not get much easier than that. Instead of splitters. That's new. You're working. Aren't you working? There we go. So let's see, you're making 25 per minute, 75. Let's do the exact same thing over here, even though I'm not sure that we're gonna actually make this many pipes, but might as well keep everything working. I'd rather these be on the same line. So let's do this. We'll actually just use the grid. So that's one spot over. I think like this. Nope. I'm being a little anal right now. There we go. Okay. Then we can just do a little merge into and your iron pipes, and iron pipes, but you are not connected to anything. Okay, cool. Now we can just put a merger here. All right, cool. So we got our iron pipes going in. Did this fill this whole thing already? Cool. All right, something is wrong. We have a little problem with our blueprint. Again, always check your inputs to see if they're not flowing and you have 300, 300, something is wrong. Now everything should be flowing nice. Yep, and it is. All right. Get this thing out of here. Sorry, beautiful tree. And it's kind of actually working out as we're building. We are, I don't particularly care how it looks down here. Missing some beeps. Alright, but let's go fix that little problem we know we have over here. Alright. All right, and this is gonna be all fire. So we got 300, which means that's gonna be a shitload of wire. In fact, it might be time for, blueprint designer. All right, similar, except this time we're gonna find the center point, and we're just gonna go like that. Now we're gonna put constructors down, and we're not gonna specify like what we're building with this. This is just gonna be a constructors, right? So really nothing fancy. All right, 1 over. Actually, let's try to get it neat this time. Is that right? That's on that. Yeah. 8 constructors. Boom. Daisy chain? No. Okay, all our inputs are going in. Get rid of this. And then we want our outputs to go. So with 8 constructors, we are not going to be able to actually hook these 2 inputs back together, but that's okay because it actually gives us a little flexibility if we want the output going in different directions. Yeah, so let's say we want to hook these up. We're gonna have to go over here and take this here and merge them and bring them out, or we just have let's say we're making however much wire with this. So I guess it would be like 30 per minute. You know what? Let's clear it. So we'd have 120 here and 120 there. We can combine it to 240, or we just have 120 going in either direction. All right, we're gonna color this just the chrome color, just because I like the way it looks. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that. All right, and we're just gonna call this 8 constructors. Totally generic. It's not gonna be. I guess we could do one thing to remember which way our inputs are going. Our input, we're going in here. So let's once again put a sign of some sort. And unfortunately, I think we kind of built. Yeah, we could do it like this. And we'll set the text as and then what was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I know. We'll get a let's see. Yeah, we'll just do like this. Ooh. Why is it? Ah, that's what I meant to do. There. So that's in. So we know that we put it in there. All right. So 8 constructors. And let's get, I don't know, something that stands out a little bit. That's pretty hideous. Let's do that, and constructor. That makes sense. All right. Okay, so what else do we need? We need, obviously, lots of wire. All right. Let's see, you're there. Okay. All right, and this is only using, so this is going to be using 15 times 8, so 120. We're making 300, so let's make another one right next to it. Let's get it on the right line. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, one down. And why are you? I see. There we go. And then we'll just split skis. And bring it in. Nope. All right. So what can we do now? So far, well, let's make this work. Can we? Okay, seriously. I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I do have a very hard time remembering splitters and mergers. All right, so anyways, we got 240 going in, basically being in use right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to use half of this to make stators and half to make rotors. So we see we got our outputs right here. And then what I want to do is kind of take them back this way. Over to our iron plates. Actually, yeah, I don't think we're going to use half. Let's see, how much is this? So this is putting out 30 times 8, 240. And we're doing... What's happening here? Okay, everything's working. And here we're putting out 75, so 150 steel pipes. So let's take a look at our ratios just to get a basic sense. Pardon me. So steel rotor needs 3-to-1, and a stator needs 8-to-3. So let's think here. No, let's not think. Let's just build. Let's just build. Don't think. Build. I know that I want at least 2 of each. And I feel pretty confident we can get that. And then we'll kind of think about the ratios afterwards. Let's try 3 of each. I think 3 is fine. Because we do... Actually... Yeah, because we need rotors for our smart plates for the engines as well. So maybe we'll do 2 stators and... So we're gonna put our stators over there. What were you doing? You're not needed. Okay, let's bring this all the way back around. The good news is if we need more of anything, we're basically set up to build more right here. So let's do our stators here. There. And then these are all going to be rotors. This is why steel rotor is such a good recipe. Because steel rotors and stators always go together. Well, for a lot of stuff, for motors and whatnot. Which need a lot of motors. And you're using slightly different... Oh. Yeah, mergers. You're using slightly different ratios, but you're using the exact same maths, so... Alright, cool. I always like putting extra power poles around just to grab two, because I'm obviously not trying to build the most beautiful thing in the world. So, you know, ugly power lines are a bit of a part of it. But, you know, they're not super in the way. Alright, so what I want to do is I definitely want to help some of this stuff along, just so I can see. This is a good way to see your sort of ratios in action, right? Because if you hand fill everything, well, not only are you going to be getting stuff at a faster pace, you can start to see where you're going right and where you're going wrong. You can start to see like what's backing up. So this is only if you're a dumbass like me that doesn't plan things out. Like I think it's pretty obvious that I literally make no plans when I play this game. I have a general sense of, you know, what needs to be done and how much I need at a certain point, but I don't know any ratios. I don't care about ratios. Yeah. So let's just fill all these up, and then we'll be able to see, is our wire still backing up? Oh, it's not. Cool. Okay, so these are going to be stators. Love how that looks, but I don't hate it. Alright, so we're making 5 per minute here and 5 per minute there. Yeah, I personally find that I do better playing factory games when I don't plan things out. Because for me, I end up getting, I guess I would say, like, a little overwhelmed by my own, planning, if that makes sense. No, that's not gonna work. Need to go in a little bit. Oh, got a bunch of crap on us. So, you know, we started out kind of like, you know, oh, we're gonna do Caterium, this is like the thing. And yeah, then I saw that there was a copper node there, and I was like, yep, screw that. Alright, these are going to be motors. We might make more. Not sure yet. Let's see, they want, what, 10 per minute, I think? 10 of each. Okay, and we're making... so yeah, we're going to have to boost the production on some of this stuff. No problem. That's why we got all these shards. What does this do? 12 each? We don't want 12. We want 10. Alright, there we go. Per minute, cool. And obviously we're making we just want a metric ton of these, so we're just gonna juice all of this. Now I have laid an awful lot of things down. We should definitely check our power before we start getting crazy. Okay, we're fine. Alright, so these I'm just going to bring over here for now, because I know I need to use them for smart plating and stuff, but... Okay. Cool. We did some stuff. All right. So, we're making motors over here. We're making all sorts of stuff over here, right? We still got 300 iron to deal with. And as a matter of fact, let's hook this sucker up. Oh. All right, so we're gonna start making a lot of, I mean, we might even make more pipes. I'm not honestly sure. So let's kind of see where we're netting out. Clearly we need more wire. Okay, so this wants seven, let's just do the math here. 75, 75. What do you want? 75, way too much. You want 75. You want 80. And you want 80. So doing the math, I have no clue, but it's way more than what we have right now. So easy enough. Put a little merger right here. Actually, let's put it here. Go forth, wire, and be happy. And there's no way that all of this wire is going to fit on these belts, right? Because we're making... Oh no, actually it is. It's exactly 480. Okay, so yeah, we're good. We're good. So yeah, now we're gonna get all this wire in. You see, we chewed through all the stuff I preloaded very quickly. And let's see how our pipes are doing. We're just gonna watch this for a second and kind of see, are we going down? Are we going up? Well, we could do the math, but, you know. But so far, it looks pretty good. Easy enough to add more on if we need to. All right. So, I think on the next episode, we are going to get our smart plates going, which we'll use this ore over here to do. We're going to need more wires, so we're going to build out that Caterium node that we were eyeing up earlier. Probably put it over here somewhere. And yeah, we got a nice little factory cooking here. I suppose I should say at this point that while I still would like to do this playthrough in 40 hours, I'm more going to focus on making modular factories like this, and what's up, bro? You took a little spill. Making more modular blueprints like this and kind of changing up my play style a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not totally sure we're going to hit that 40-hour mark. But I think we'll still be pretty quick, honestly. I don't anticipate it being like significantly more than 40 hours. But I am having kind of fun doing some things that are a little bit out of my comfort zone. Like, this is probably, I'm not joking, this is probably the biggest factory I've built in a long time. Since I, first kind of fell in love with this game however many years ago. And I suppose you could say I played more standard, like I didn't do a bus. I just built stuff and got the trains going and everything like that. So yeah, this is a little bit, not exactly new for me, but a little bit out of my comfort zone, and it's fun. All right, so for next one, modular frames, not modular frames, modular engines, and heavy modular frames. So we're gonna take this iron and possibly the other nodes that are over here, I think. Yeah, these guys. And start pushing out. So the good news about kind of like what we got going on here, if we look at our manufacturer and we look at heavy modular frames, we can make these out of iron. We can make these out of iron. We can make these out of iron and concrete, right? No, we can't, because I did not pick that recipe up. Shit, I thought I did. Is it in here? I think I actually had to. Oh. And done. We can make these out of iron and concrete, and of course these out of iron. Now I haven't been using any sloops because, I mean, I could do them in here, you know, get some more engines, but I really just kind of want to save them for, like, I want to have them on hand for when I start building out, you know, the space elevator parts and stuff. Anyways, we're a little bit over an hour. Let's put one fun little sign up. I'm gonna do the thing. No one's gonna watch this anyways. Nobody watches to the end. I don't really blame you. But it'll be here for next time. We have to do the thing, right? This is what everybody does when they make a YouTube video. Boy, getting those dimensional depots is like the best thing ever. It's very nice not having to worry about, you know, too much building materials. All right, let's see here. Organization, small billboard. Let's do a small billboard. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Nah. We like doggos. Thank doggo. That's nicer. Alright guys, Space Cat out. Look at all this junk we built. Fun, fun, fun. I will catch you guys on the next one. And we start getting into those space elevator parts. Peace!